Mao Liang Mai Imphal Markets defies politicians' allegation of Valley people mistreating hill residents, asserts Chief Advisor of Liang Mai Imphal Market Committee Pm-Istv. While awaiting resettlement, women at relief camps fear they will have to forego Ningol Chakoba celebration again. DC Bishnupur Puja Alangbam urges people to mark Ningol Chakoba by buying local products in order to boost state's economy. Good evening, viewers. You're watching Ipm English News at 8. Chief Advisor of Liang Mai Imphal Market Committee Pm-Istv has maintained that the thriving Mao and Liang Mai Imphal markets have contradicted the allegations made by politicians, showcasing that the Valley community hasn't mistreated hill residents. He made the remark during the opening of the special mega Liang Mai Imphal market organized at the Kilambamleka Youth Club Sega Road. Chairman of Liang Mai Imphal Market Committee K.H. Chingkei Luangcha, President of Liang Mai Naga Council R. Machundaubo, President of the Kilambamleka Youth Club Pebam Boybi too attended the program. Pm-Istv further stated that people from hill areas selling vegetables and fruits in different localities are welcomed warmly by Valley people. He also expressed the need of each community to open their own market in Imphal City, which will support the local indigenous producers. He then called for joint efforts to open a permanent Liang Mai market as similar to Mao Market.
Aran bawa Swaida Mitei Mijamiamna Mitei Kunaina Kan bawa Kanga politics to Bakanguna Sanduka Pauga Anisiki Kenabase Masi Tamna Koi Handan Bachangi Aduga Tasing Tasena Tampak the lady Bamiam Sixina Kayam Nushige Kayam Luna Kanbage Akomasen Mating Pang Mineral Kamane Hingadagi Habagi Konabasi Kayam no Honabi Bage Habase witness to Virishineva Aduna Masi Shminasum Taura Kanda Aran politics Aran Bawakanda Sandu posting as Zizu Akomayam Nushinabagi Marisi Jena Sumpura Saladi Maitiba people Namgani.
R. Machundaubo said Liang Mai has never treated Valley people as strangers. He hoped that the Liang Mai Imphal market will bring harmonious bond between the people of different communities, and Liang Mai farmers no longer worry about their producers being perished.
Sumaina koi pulle herga akoi ichini now akoi indigenous mi sing je sumain pulle herga matam ge sumain unabugi wakhalda nungai ba si lobo mi ga yon mi je atum yingda yam phawe.
Ningol Chakoba, the most significant festival of the Meiteis, falls on the second day of the Hyangay month in the Manipuri lunar calendar. On this day, brothers invite their married sisters to a grand feast, reuniting them with their families. As the festival approaches, markets are bustling with shoppers preparing for the celebrations. However, the atmosphere is starkly different in relief camps, where internally displaced persons, the IDPs, have been sheltering for the past 2.5 years. Displaced women struggling to make ends meet expressed their longing to participate in the festival, but with resettlement uncertain, they fear another year of missed celebrations. Here's a report.
Ningol Chakoba is a very important and significant festival which is celebrated annually on the second day of lunar month Hyangay. This year also, this Ningol Chakoba is of course a very important and significant festival which shows the bond of love between the married women and the paternal families. This year's this Ningol Chakoba is also on 23rd of this month. Many people are ready to celebrate this Ningol Chakoba with much gusto, but let us see how do IDPs, brothers brothers and sisters who have been staying in relief camp for about 2 years and 5 months field with the advent of Ningol Sakoba with a special ISTV report from the field.
Hajik chahi gi chingu ningon sakau ko nena mayam na langnari magi mayum da leiba mina de masa ma sugi tang da bayadi haidan langnari se ai kuju kari gi sia gi da makta phali amato su phi amato su koi kari piningoi dai no ba paisa lai ta bai maram jina koi upai le jada banina ngasi akoi tumina tunggenan sarak pham tumina ka chanda le jari se asi mangai de
chan pi da kumsi dis mai tawre chahi ani om sujale aduna kitang kano tawra kanda chakau baje tamna tawra ji college ha ya mara raw na mane bi hare ko iton ka sukai de ko te na dum khangi khole karimbo nungai ta ko ta khan ga nu an di haire ga nakan da ki machana pi pisak pik class 2 3 ka bam le ba mana khoi ma je ka pe na haire e ko asma dei gonda kai do ma phau ai ta de
isa bibingira mama chakau chaloi dara ha adubu ipam di yengu aigidi loina relief camp da leirabanina chakau bina busu laite aduga mi punam mangna chakau bagi langi ba kholi ba mayam je aiju yam chaninge pai leitabani khoi di relief camp da dum lai ko yam chae thamojida isa chakau ning busu ko ba pangdre ahau ba chaning busu ko sa ba pangdre bi ba sa ba chaning busu ko chir ba pangde ko yam wara lai ko Ada कोई नहीं करी उपाय ले कोई नहीं कपड़ा तो उपाय लेते कर कभी भी नहीं बची कोई जी कर चार का कोई बची जे ची मंगाए लगा ले रहा बने कोई नहीं अच्छी कोई नहीं जगह में आया हम चला मुझे तो तम मुझे तुम कप करना अदम ले रहा बने
Hajik bazar si da chalaga lainari ba khonari ba mayam se mi krikage inaraga chatnaraga masa singi masu singi chakau bagi punamak langna lona lainari ba ngaktani adu ba khoi gi la loi ba loi dabra lan tauri ba tau dabra hai bisu khoi khangdre ngasi bo muna chup cha lupaga asum lei ta ba ya de noi lili kem da dum leiu haina ngayok chapu da ngayok po dumaina ka masa ma da namchil lei bisa ko chu yam wai
कोई नहीं जाको बिदर का जो यार लाल जी ने लोई बिरे बोए ना कदे कोई यूम दे ताजन भी बोए ना कदे फगा दो बने कोई यूम लिरी के जी कोई के हम कोई ना नम जी लगा थंबी के दो खरन नौरी गाय तदी म कोई जो लोई ना वामी ना रमी हम जिकती मुई दी यूम मै साक त बनी ना लान चेन त बनी ना अदो मन गाय तो मुई लाई द ना कोत ना मुई ना तौरी ब मैं हम तो उ बदा कोई जो यूम दे ले जरा मनी को आय ना कोई की वकन जी तो याम खल ले याम नु आईते कोई करी आई के तो मुनो कर दे कोई मोई ला जाओ दरवा माले मोई
Unlike the previous years, which was heavily impacted by the prevailing situation in Manipur, this year shows great effort to celebrate the Ningol Sakoba despite many challenges in the relief camp. But the IDPs, brothers and sisters who have been staying in the relief camp for about 2 years and 5 months are eagerly waiting the government to send back to their original home as a gift of Ningol Sakoba for this year. But we cannot predict the time when the IDPs, brothers and sisters will return back to their original home. We have to wait and watch the time. For ISTV News, I am Kumarji Wahengbam with our cameraman Jigagan Sharma reporting for you from the field in Palwe District Relief Camp.
DC of Bishnupur District Pooja Alangbam, while extending her warm wishes for Ningol Sakoba, called for peace and prosperity to prevail among the communities living together in Manipur. Speaking to ISTV News, the DC highlighted the significant bond between the festival of Ningol Sakoba and the rich history of Manipur. She also wished that the festival celebrations driven by local products would give the state's economy a lift. She hoped that people will celebrate the festival, cherishing the bond between the brothers and sisters and avoid unnecessary gift-giving competition.
matangda akhoi Ningol Sakoba akhoi khudol pinabada yarigai akhoi local products akhoi indigenous oiba Manipur da made in Manipur products mayam se laibiraga akhoi khudol pinanaba na mayam da su appeal tawzari aduga handaki matangda akhoi peaceful oiba prosperous oiba onkhena akhoi gi yaifaba aduga chaukhatpa Manipur oirasano oina akhoi sigi matang sida mayam bu wish nizari.
Imphal City was bustling with activity today as people from across the state flocked in ahead of the Ningol Chakoba festival set to be celebrated on October 23, the second day of the Manipuri lunar month Hyanggai. Since early morning, the Khairamban market remained packed with crowds surging through the day, also due to the Diwali festivities. To manage the heavy rush, police teams under the supervision of the SP of Imphal West, the OC of City Police Station and the SP of Imphal West Traffic Police were deployed across key locations. Precautionary measures were taken to ensure public safety and assist pedestrians amid the festive rush. MLA of Sekmai Assembly Constituency Hekam Dingo has announced that the Inter-Village Road project, the road from Lamsang to Kotruk via Phumlo, which is an important route for the Sports University, will be developed soon. He made the statement during the inauguration of the Sencham Kuno Bridge under Sekmai Assembly Constituency by the Public Works Department, Government of Manipur. Dingo further stated that the bridge at Sencham Kuno is also a very important one as it connects to a key road that plays a crucial role in the development activities of the Sports University. As the bridge construction is now completed, he expressed hope that it will greatly ease and improve access for the ongoing construction and development of the Sports University. He stated that he has come across several posts on social media regarding the road and infrastructures and other developmental projects in Sekmai Assembly Constituency. He said that the construction of a major bridge on the road from Sekmai to Kurkul is being taken up with support from the NEC. He added that the construction of the road from Lamsang to Kotruk via Phumlo will be undertaken by the Public Works Department with support from the Special Assistance to States for Capital Investment Scheme. The proposed road will be a double-lane roadway. The tendering process for the project is nearing completion, and once finalized, the road will be developed to standard specifications. He emphasized that he has consistently worked to improve roads and bridges in Sekmai Assembly Constituency and will continue to do so for the welfare of the people.
Sachigi funding makada hoi lamsang to Kokruk Tawa via Phumlo Kokruksi hogi double lane Warakanda Masia tender Tonganabagi, Hoshem Saraga, Lareduna Lambi Tongi, Marueva Lambisi, Karamakadi, Lambisina, tender talk than a Samak Targadi, Hena Pava, Nuaiva Pazada, Samai Paza, Natana, Manipuri Paza, Sports University, Poundary Lambisi, the Hena, Soba, Kana, Nuaiva, Nuaiva Lambi, Morgan, Nihai, Samana, Tamjaki.
A 20-year-old youth tragically lost his life after drowning at Melay Tampak Heroic Part 2 under Thobal district today. The deceased has been identified as Sapam Dalin, son of S. Kumar of Papal Maning Laikai. He was visiting the area along with his group of friends after a picnic at Thamlai village, Chandel district. Reports said the incident happened at around 1:15 p.m. today when his friend group noticed he was missing. People began searching for him under the water and found his body after about an hour. He was immediately rushed to a nearby hospital, but he was confirmed dead. Representatives of 6 student bodies, MSU, MSF, Desam, KSA, SUK and AIMS conducted yet another inspection drive against hiking prices of goods for the third time ahead of the Ningol Chakoba festival. The drive today was conducted along Nagamapal Road, focusing on fruits and vegetable shops. Coordinator of the 6 student bodies, Hicham Roshan, said, "These days, every family is coming to Khairamban Kaithel and adjoining markets for shopping." He said that they were carrying out the drive for the third time to check shopkeepers or traders taking undue advantage of the shopping spree by hiking prices of goods. He said that traders or shopkeepers who are found cheating consumers by hiking prices would be seen as anti-people and asked all the shopkeepers to sell goods at their original prices. He further appealed to people to show support in the drive conducted by the student bodies. The advance team delegates who are en route Ukhrul for the grand homecoming ceremony of NSCN-IM Ato Kilonsa Thuingalan Muiva were accorded a warm welcome at Liai Kuno village today by the locals who have been anticipating the return of Th Muiva to his birthplace in Somdal village. The NSCN-IM Supremo Th Muiva is scheduled to arrive at Ukhrul headquarters on October 22 by helicopter from Dimapur, Nagaland, followed by a public gathering, after which he will visit the birthplace. The Naga communities in Manipur are excited for the historic return of the leader to his birthplace after many decades. Preparations are in full swing by various Naga tribes, civil bodies and the citizens. Mention may be made that various communities and organizations from across the valley have also welcomed the scheduled visit of Th Muiva. Top leaders of the National Socialist Council of Nagalim NSCN have started arriving at Ukhrul headquarters to welcome Ato Kilonsa Th Muiva on his historic homecoming. Inoli Pakahau Muiva, wife of Th Muiva, is among the leaders who have reached Ukhrul headquarters on Tuesday. She greeted the gathering at Ukhrul headquarters ground and extended her appreciation to the people who have painstakingly taken respective roles in the preparation for the homecoming of Ato Kilonsa. The other leaders include V.S. Atem, Deputy Ato Kilonsa, R.H. Rising, Collective Leadership Member cum Special Emissary to the Collective Leadership, General Ningkhan Shimre, Longvibu of Naga Army, Reverend Seksim Kasar, General Secretary of Council of Nagalim Churches, CNC, Reverend Puni Mao, Collective Leadership and Hutovi Chisi, Convener Steering Committee, among other leaders of members of Collective Leadership, MCL. The Salaikan Balub SKL has extended a warm welcome and expressed its respect for NSCN-IM leader Thuingalan Muiva, who is scheduled to visit his birthplace, Somdal, tomorrow after more than 50 years. In a statement, the SKL conveyed its hopes for peace, love, unity, inclusive development, and the building of a new Manipur among the indigenous communities of the state. SKL further expressed that it would be deeply meaningful if the leader could also visit Manipur's sacred cultural and spiritual landmarks such as Kangla and the Khwaeramban Ima Kaitel, which are symbols of unity, resilience, and shared identity, and take the opportunity to interact with the mothers who are central to the social fabric of Manipur, thereby strengthening the bonds of brotherhood. The Democratic People's Front (DPF) has also warmly welcomed the scheduled visit of NSCN-IM leader Thuingalan Muiva to his birthplace, Somdal. In a press release, the DPF expressed its happiness over the visit, describing it as a meaningful moment to reflect on the long-standing tradition of unity and brotherhood among the people of Chingleipak, Chingtam. The organization highlighted the significance of the sacred torch lighting ceremony during the Mera month, which symbolizes communal harmony and shared heritage. The DPF expressed hope that the visit would help reinforce the spirit of mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and unity among the indigenous communities of Manipur. A sit-in protest was staged at Singjamechinga Makama Isnam Laikai, condemning the brutal murder of Dr. Asim Ongbi Rita, a retired senior physiotherapist from BRIMS. Sana Khongnang Meirapaibi and family of the deceased took part in the protest. The Meirapaibi sought immediate intervention of the authority concerned to investigate the murder promptly and arrest the culprits. They also raised concern over the rise of crime against women, children, and elderly persons happening in the state.
Justice isn't served earliest possible manner, just like accepting the heinous crime as a known as a murder. So my earnest request that justice be delivered at the earliest possible and the culprit be arrested so that we also feel safe in our own homes and in our own motherland. This is what I want to say.
SBI RSETI Imphal West has organized its quarterly RSETI Bazaar at Tera Idol Club. The RSETI Rural Self-Employment Training Institute Bazaar showcased products made by trainees, providing a platform to exhibit their skills and creativity. Director of SBI RSETI Imphal West, Yumkhaibam Deband, LDM SBI West, Dr. Uttam Luwang, and retired SBI manager Chabungbam Lilabanta graced the opening of the program as the main guests. Speaking on the occasion, Director of SBI RSETI Imphal West, Yumkhaibam Deban, informed that RSETI Bazaar provides a platform to sell the products made by trainees. He also wished the trainees of the training provided by RSETI to become successful entrepreneurs in future. Group Centre Langjing Imphal Manipur observed Police Commemoration Day at its centre. Top officials of Group Centre Langjing and CRPF personnel too attended the observance. Rich tributes were paid to the martyred officers and personnel of CRPF. Retired officers and personnel of CRPF and kin of martyred personnel were honoured with gifts during the programme. Police Commemoration Day was observed by Senapati District Police at Reserve Line Senapati this morning. Shock parade was held and a minute of silence was observed to pay respect to the 191 security forces who laid down their lives in the line of their duties during 1st September 2024 to 31st August 2025. The names of 191 martyrs were read out by Inspector Luni Paute, MTO, and WSI Arini Krivve, reader to SP Senapati SP. SP Senapati Zaib Saik led the floral tributes to the martyrs at the monument inside Reserve Line. The Rongmei Baptist Churches Council RBCC of Barak Zone has commenced its women's camp with great joy and excitement at Salom Baptist Church, Oinamlong. Held under the theme The Flourishing Women, the three-day camp running until October 23 aims to empower and educate young mothers on various aspects of life and faith. Around 200 women from 26 churches across the Barak Zone, which spans parts of Manipur and Assam, are participating in the event. The host Salom Baptist Church comprises 80 households. Notably, the RBCC Barak Zone oversees a total of 27 churches. Key resource persons for the camp include Ningray Liu Panmei, Sunday School Superintendent of Tamenglong Baptist Church, and Gyangju Liu Kamaipui, former lecturer at Emmanuel Theological Seminary. They will deliver talks on topics such as family life, relationships with spouses, in-laws and children, the role of women in Rongmei society, health and hygiene, and identity in Christ. The Zeliangrong Union Longmai Zone has been officially revived today in a significant development for the local community. The event was marked by the presence of central observers who oversaw the appointment of the new office bearers. Gangche Gangmei of Longmai Part 1 None was unanimously appointed as the chairman of the Zeliangrong Union Longmai Zone. He will serve a term from 2025 to 2028. In addition to the chairman, 7 other individuals were appointed as executive members to lead the union's activities and initiatives during the new term. The revival of the union and appointment of its new leadership are expected to strengthen community coordination and cultural preservation efforts within the Zeliangrong region. The Youth Rise for Change YR4C team from Senapati, comprising its core legal and social media wings, held an interaction with the executive members of the Naga People's Organization NPO, led by its president Cuba Peter. During the meeting, Youth Rise for Change reaffirmed its firm stand against the JJM scam and all forms of corruption. The NPO in turn expressed its full support for the movement against corruption in Senapati district. With the arrival of bright and sunny days in recent weeks, paddy harvesting activities have picked up pace across Nonate district. Farmers are engaged in hectic harvesting operations, marking the most of the favorable weather conditions. According to several local farmers, this year's food grain productivity is expected to see an increase thanks to a successful cultivation season supported by abundant rainfall and sufficient irrigation. Harvesting is expected to continue until the first week of November, depending on weather conditions and field readiness. Before we conclude the headlines once again. Mao Liangmai Imphal Markets defies politicians' allegation of Valley people mistreating hill residents, asserts Chief Advisor Liangmai Imphal Market Committee Kuraicham Athoba. While awaiting resettlement, women at relief camps feared they will have to forego Ningol Chakoba celebration again. DC Bishnupur Puja Elangbam urges people to mark Ningol Chakoba by buying local products in order to boost the state's economy. That's all for today's news in English. Thank you for joining us.